Hey everyone, Mah-Dry-Bread here. Follow 3 with only guns but no gun skill was a really fun time. Let's follow that up with a brutal one. Today's the day that we figure out would I be able to beat Pokemon Red with a team of only one Spearow. Spearow is a super basic first form flying and normal type, and when I say it's basic, I mean it. As you can see from its stats, it has decent speed and attack, and that's about it. Going to its level up move list, it really doesn't learn much. Sure, all of its attacking moves get the same type attack bonus, and that's pretty nice, but it also means that it only has normal and flying moves. In fact, even by TM, that's all it can learn in terms of type coverage. Our moves are going to be so limited that we'll probably be beating most of this run with just Drill Peck. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if I can win or not. Between our inability to learn any moves that use our special rather than attack, and only having normal and flying moves, I think that rock types are going to shut us down pretty hard. Expect some crazy grinds. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Spearow. I'll need other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let's do this. So right off the bat, I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Bulbasaur with Spearow so that we can do the whole run with it. I name him Pidgey, because that's hilarious. Naturally, as with any other Kanto run, we quickly find ourselves in Viridian Forest. Now the one nice thing is that we have Peck and it's got the same type attack bonus, so this place is actually super easy to grind in for once. The problem is that we're going to be grinding here for a long time. The first gym is the Rock Gym, and although they don't have any rock moves in Gen 1, they still resist every move we can learn. Leer can drop their defense, but one of them has defense curls, so it probably won't do that much. I'll just have to try the Rock Gym every few levels and hope for the best. At level 12, I attempt the Rock Gym, but it's not even close. We're clearly hitting for 1 damage, and even with a few growls, Geodude's tackles are doing about 4 damage. We could probably crit every move and still lose at this point, so it's back to the grind. At level 15, I try again, this time with Fury Attack. Because it hits multiple times, it matters a lot less that we're going to do 1 damage, since it'll at least do it a few times per round. It worked great against Geodude, getting us a very slow knockout, but against Onix, it didn't work because he just spammed Screech and Tackle. I got pretty unlucky that he didn't use Bide once, but honestly, we would still probably lose most tries. Let's get a few more levels. Even all the way at level 17 though, Onix is just too brutal. Screech does a number on us, and causes Tackle to deal far too much damage. Our awful Fury Attack luck didn't help, but if 6 Leers still make our Fury Attack only do 1 or 2 damage, then I think that a few more levels are in order. Finally, at level 19, we have this great run where we finally just totally luck our way through the fight because he never used Tackle. Like, not even once. I don't think he even landed a single Screech either. Gen 1 does some really weird stuff sometimes. With that done, we naturally are overleveled and breeze our way through the trainers on the next route. That's fine though, I could use the experience. The next rival fight is always rough to lose to since the grinding spot over by there is rough to use. So if we can just get to a high enough level to beat them on the way, then that would be best. On our way through Mount Moon though, I took the Helix Fossil. I knew that if I didn't say what I took, you'd all ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone ask anyway. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. You know, I get asked really often if I reuse this footage in voiceover every time. Nope, it's new every single time. You can go back and hear the cadence is always just a little bit different. On the other side, I try the Water Gym right away, and although Staryu goes down easily thanks to a really solid Fury Attack, Starmie takes us down fast. Maybe I should just go try the rival first. This does give me an idea for a challenge though. Anyway, the rival fight right after went about as easily as you'd expect. Fury Attack cooperated enough that we took down his whole team without any serious issue, although if that Hyper Fang didn't miss, we could have gone down. After clearing out the trainers in the north, I revisited the Water Gym, and although it took a few tries to get the Fury Attack luck just right, we managed to finally take down Misty's team. It's a good thing she didn't just use Bubble Beam on that run. Next up is the SSN, and we just learned Drill Peck, so I used it to sweep our way through most of the trainers here. We have the Electric Gym coming up, and considering we're weak to Electric and they'd resist our Drill Peck, I decided that getting a few more levels to prepare was the right move. Naturally, the rival fight on the SSN itself was pretty easy. Drill Peck hits pretty hard this early in the game, and we aren't fighting many evolved Pokemon yet, although that won't last long. Afterwards, I tried the Electric Gym, and believe it or not, this was actually our first try. His Pikachu was actually a low enough level that one Drill Peck did the job, and if it wasn't for the crit we got on the Drill Peck against Raichu, I doubt we would have won that fight. Rock Tunnel's about as slow and brutal as I'm sure you expected. Drill Peck was shockingly strong, but they still had so many chances to just blow up on us that, honestly, I got lucky. Rock Tunnel should have taken longer. As we get out, I go straight for the grass gym, and it was a total sweep with Drill Peck. It's nice to have at least one really easy gym. After that, we clear out the Rocket hideout and went for Giovanni. I kinda thought we'd lose this fight and would have to try the next rival fight first, but he just kept using Guard Spec for no reason, so it was a pretty easy win. Next is the Pokemon Tower rival fight, but this one was just an easy, clean sweep. You know what that means? We've got Drill Peck on our way through Pokemon Tower. You guys already know my Peck rant from the Goldeen challenge. This is basically the same thing. Fury Attack and Drill Peck are done with the same beak, so what actually makes one hit Ghost and one not? Now that we have the Poke Flute, I took out the trainers in the Poison Gym and went after Koga. It was actually starting incredibly well in spite of all the attacks we missed from Smokescreen, until this last Weezing just one-shot us with Self-Destruct. Well, that's a no-go. Maybe we try Silphco first? Weirdly enough, once we try the rival fight in Silphco, we totally mop the floor with them. How rare is it in one of these runs that we fail the Poison Gym and have an easy time with the Silphco rival fight? This is usually a really brutal one. The Giovanni fight after it was pretty easy, mostly because he kinda gave up. He had a lot of chances to finish us off, but he's just such a big fan of Tail Whip and Poison Sting. Here's another amazing tactical choice right after. I go for Sabrina's Psychic Gym, and I swept her whole team until being outsped by Alakazam, who could have used a 100 accuracy move that absolutely would have finished me off, but then decided that Psywave is great. Fortunately for me, it isn't, and we won. Right after that, I take another crack at the Poison Gym just to end up easily winning because Weezing didn't blow up this time. Well, that was awful nice of him. Now that we can go to Cinnabar Island, I started fighting all the fire trainers. This might seem excessive since Blaine is so terrible at move and item choice that he'll often just throw the fight, but right after this is the last Giovanni fight and I'm actually kinda worried about his rock types. So I want to make sure that we have as much attack as we can get. Naturally, Blaine himself was super easy, although this time is partly because of our non-stop critical hits we were getting. I mean, Blaine didn't do himself any favors at the end when he used Ember instead of something good, but that's pretty much what we've come to expect. Finally, at the ground gym, we have to Drill Peck our way through like usual. The opening Rhyhorn was rough, and although most of his team ended up being easy, the Rhydon at the end was just a strange fight. He stomped us early for tons of damage, and I assumed I was doomed, just for him to randomly stop trying to hurt us. Seriously, he just started using all of his non-damaging moves. I'm pretty sure that Giovanni just uses random moves if he doesn't have a super effective one, but this was still hilarious to watch. We did almost no damage, and yet we still won. After that, though, was another rival fight, and our level lead really isn't that big anymore, especially considering we're mostly fighting fully evolved Pokemon. We almost made it through, but it seems that we need to be a little bit stronger and probably need a little bit more move luck. Let's take out just a few more trainers to prepare, since we know that we won't be ready for the Elite Four anyway. Just a few levels later, though, and we get this solid run where we take way less damage on Gyarados, we're able to one-shot Alakazam to avoid his Psybeam that nearly always seems to crit, and Charizard uses Rage, easily his worst move, so we won. Alright, let's take a look at our stats before the Elite Four. I guess I don't mind these stats considering we're not even level 75, but man do our moves ever suck. I honestly don't think our TM list will let us get anything better than this though. 2 Drill Pecks are stronger than Sky Attack since it takes 2 turns to use that, Toxic wouldn't help out since we can't outlast them, and nobody likes Double Team. I'd take Rest, but I forgot that one on the SSN and that sailed away, so I guess we'll just roll with this. Make your final guesses on if we can win this or not. Let's do this. First is Ice Trainer Lorelei. I tried this one quite a few times, but the only time we were able to get past Dugong, it still beats us up pretty bad, to the point that Cloyster is never even close. Being weak to ice types is pretty awful here. I need to deal more damage, and we can't get a better move for that, so it's off to grind. I try again 5 levels later, and we still get shut down at the same point. We really can't hope for any better move choice here, since the Elite Four are always set to use super effective moves when they get a chance, so we just have to keep grinding. At this point, by the way, we have totally run out of trainers worth fighting, so it's just grinding in Victory Road. It's exactly as awful as you'd expect it to be, because this place has plenty of rock types. All the way at level 78, we have this incredible run where Dugong gets the 1 in 256 missing glitch to miss Aurora Beam. We finish him off, we crit Cloyster so we take only 1 hit, we take no damage on Slowbro because he used Amnesia, we one-shot Jinx, and then Lapras hit Blizzard and we went down. That was almost the luckiest win I've had all month. Finally, all the way at level 84, we get our first successful attempt, and it's mostly because it's the first time we've crit Lapras. My hands are genuinely getting sore from grinding. I was really considering double team at that point. Second is fighting trainer Bruno. He was pretty easy, as I'm sure you expected. His fighting types are all one-shots, and his Onyxes just weren't dangerous. Third is ghost trainer Agatha. Most of her team went down into one-shots, so no real issue here. Fourth is dragon trainer Lance. This one was actually incredibly close, but we somehow managed to survive 2 Hyper Beams and 1 with Drill Peck. Finally, the Pokemon champion. On Pidgeot, we got a little bit unlucky when used Mirror Move right away, so we got hit by Drill Peck. I was hoping he'd use something weaker like Wing Attack. We one-shot Alakazam and Rhydon is next. He took tons of shots to take down, but at least we got a crit. He wasted most of his time, but he did manage to deal a tiny bit of damage with a Fairy Attack. Executor was a one-shot, and next was Water Onix, who used Leer instead of Hyper Beam, like an absolute genius. Last is Charizard, and we Drill Pecked it before he put us in a Fire Spin. In Gen 1, we can't fight back while it hurts us, but thankfully, it's pretty weak and we're faster, so the moment it ended, we landed another Drill Peck for the victory. Well, that was pretty much just the Drill Peck run. It's always a little bit lame when a one-move run happens, but man, Spearow really did not give us any choices. I really hope you guys like that run. For next Saturday's Pokemon Challenge, I'll be doing Pokemon Fire Red with 1 Staryu, one of my favorite Pokemon. I always look forward to seeing your suggestions in the comments, in the challenge request section of my Discord channel, and on Twitter. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned. If you want to see me do more challenges like this, please let me know in the comment section or on Twitter. I can always use more ideas from you guys on what I should do next. Also, check out the playlist in the description if you want to watch all the Pokemon challenges that I've already uploaded. It's like over 50 at this point, probably. If you guys want to see more Pokemon stuff from me, my friend Whatageek and I have done randomizer playthroughs of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Black and White, Red and Blue, and now Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire over on his channel, linked in the description. You can also watch myself, Whatageek, and Gooseit playing Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon X here on my channel. Also, come to my Twitch TV streams and tell me that this video sent you. It's always cool to hear how you found the channel. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.